Okay. Hey guys, and we're back. Flipanigloo here. So, it's been a bit since this gameplay has been uploaded or played. And so just for a review, like looking at the last episode, I think the days changed, we'll see. It was the 3rd anniversary of her grandma's death. Our dad is dating somebody new. My character is still a bit of an asshole, even though I, Igloo, am trying not to be. So I have decided, because I can, I'm gonna take a small drink of, I think, wine every time I choose an option and get frustrated by the results. Because this is a really nice game. I love it. This character's an asshole. But you know what? I'm working with her. We get each other. Not really, but you know what? I feel her. Okay. By the way, I have some exciting news in terms of gameplay on this channel coming in the next, month or two. So stay tuned, and when it's on the channel, you'll know, and I'll probably announce it. Sweet, so let's see what our journal says. Okay, so I guess today is Sunday, 12th of October, 1997. Cool, I was already born. So as of yesterday, Mom wanted me to visit Grandma's grave and say a few words about how I felt. Talking to the priest confused me even more than I already was, but it made me realize how guilty I felt that my grandma's death didn't bother me as much as people expected. I talked to Dad about Gran. It reminded me that there was a time I cared about her a lot. We used to have fun back then. I don't know why it took me so long to decide what I wanted to say. When I spoke at her grave, I tried to tell Gran what I really felt, but I'm not sure if there was any point in doing it. Maybe in the end it was for my sake and not for hers. I had always hoped Dad and Mum would fix things and get back together. I was shocked to realize neither of them were even trying. I was surprised Mum was on Dad's side with this. Neither of them cared about repairing their relationship. Dad let it slip that John was involved in his breakup with Mom, but he didn't seem to want to tell me why. John told me my dad was looking for my permission to date Rachel. I found it hard to believe Dad cared that much, what I thought. Nice? Oh no, that's not as nice. Resume. Okay, and so let's continue with our day. Hi, Mum. Honey, I'm sorry, but you really need to go to the hospital today. Yeah, I accidentally skipped faster than I thought, sorry. Why? What's wrong? It might be your last chance, sweetie. What do you mean? I know you don't like talking about it. Believe me, I don't either. But it's serious now if you don't go today. What are you talking about? I can't do this anymore. I'm just trying to hold everything together here. I want to be strong for you, but I'm falling apart. You've been making it so difficult. That's not fair. I haven't done anything wrong. Nothing wrong? Breaking windows, cheating on tests, stealing? I've been really trying. I thought you understood what this has been like for me. I want to be here for you. I understand why you're lashing out, but it's so selfish. Don't you think this is hard for me too? Oh, don't you know this is hard for me too? Whoops, still can't read. No, I should apologize. Although wait, who's in the hospital? I don't think we know anyone in the hospital, to my knowledge, so maybe there's some memory relapse or denial going on here. So you know what? I could be confused, but it's only gonna make Mum more upset. So I'm gonna apologize. I'm sorry. I've been trying to stay out of trouble, but I don't know why. Look, I didn't mean to snap at you. Everyone knows how difficult this is for you. For all of us. What do you want me to do? Please, just go to the hospital today. I know you don't want to, but this is for me. I don't want you to regret that you never did.
Mum told me I had to go to the hospital. I've been putting it off for a while, but I just didn't want to face it.
Okay, well, maybe it's Grandpa or something? I don't know, remember. Oh, a little coffee stain moon. That's cute. Maybe we can just go through the park. Whoop. John wasn't there. Or no, wait, John's over here. Nope. Okay. Well, that's closed down. Where is everyone? Well, actually, it's raining outside, so I think that probably answers it. Wait. There's something I could do here. Oh, yeah. This is the way to the graveyard, right? Or school. Whoops. Let's go this way. Well, that's the way it just came. So let's go this way. Someone's been littering in my good neighborhood. Here's a church. Actually, is... Oh, whoops. No one's here. Okay, so it really wants me to go to the hospital. I have to try to re-find. Okay. Oh, there's fresh flowers. Okay. Nope. Okay. It's telling me I can do something, but I'm trying. Okay, well, I guess I'll just leave. Bye, Gran. Well, I'm back at school. And I feel like I'm in a cult meeting now. Hello. Elena, what are you doing here? Also, guys, that does not look like stable ground. You might want to get off. I know this has been tough for you. I've tried to be a good friend, to be there for you during it all. I know I haven't always been a good friend. Well, no shit, Sherlock. Honestly, you've been a terrible friend. And I've been letting you get away with it for so long. I can't do it anymore. Really? You're going to say all this time? Oh, yeah. Really? You're going to say all this to me at a time like this? Yeah, maybe it's not the best, but you know what? We've been awful to her. I know it's not fair, but I can't put up with it anymore. I'm not your doormat. Yes, Elena, stand up for yourself. Great, thanks. I'm sorry. I really do hope she'll be alright. I hope you'll be alright, but I just can't be there for you. I thought Grandma was dead. Oh, I'm confused. Fine.
I lost Eleanor as a friend that day. I was so angry at her. I wanted to blame her for it, but it was my fault.
Yeah, it is. And it sucks to lose a friend, but you know, sometimes you need that slap in the face to realize that you're toxic. Okay. Hi, John. John. She'll be alright, kiddo. It'll all be fine. It has to be. Thanks, and I'm sorry if I've said things lately, things that I shouldn't have. Don't worry about it. No matter what anyone says, they know you're going through a rough time. I wish I could do things over. Don't fill your head with regrets. Life will always throw crap at you. You've just got to deal with it the best you can. Amen to that, John. I just feel like I've made so many bad choices you have. The real kicker is, even if you made different choices, it probably wouldn't change the outcome. Ooh, that has so many layers to it because this is a game. And I would have ended up here anyways, no matter what I chose. I don't know about that. Yeah, because you're oblivious to everything. Ooh. The toughest thing about life is realizing how much of it is out of our control. It's not all down to making the right choice or the wrong one. It's what hurts us the most. It's what hurts the most. Damn. Honestly, though, that's true. I'm not gonna lie. That's something that I know I sometimes struggle with. Like, I know I like to be in control of things, and whenever something happens, it's so hard for me to kind of get over it, even if there was literally nothing I could do, because you can't control other people. You can't control always what happens. It is hard to accept, but you gotta. Thanks, John, for everything.
John told me it wasn't my fault. I wanted to believe him, but I just wanted so hard to turn back the clock.
Well, this is so dangerous. I'm gonna fall. I hope someone catches me. Hello. Hi. I like how his hair looks like little devil horns almost. I'm so sorry, my child. I know that times like this can test even the strongest of us. I just don't know how to deal with any of this. Maybe you shouldn't be trying to deal with it. Just accept that we must, at times, face deep sadness. Oh, that's also so true and so real. For someone who shoves her feelings away a lot, he does something that I've really come to realize. You need to actually process those emotions and feel things, because then it's just going to follow you like baggage and you'll never really get over it because you never process the emotions and let yourself grieve. And then what? In time, the sadness will pass and you will move on with your life. But don't try to rush this process. Just let it happen. It's not very reassuring. At times such as these, there's often no particular solution. No quick fixes to make things better.
I thought the priest would have something to say that made me feel better about everything. But instead, he made me feel like this would go on forever.
No, come on, he just said, yeah, this is gonna last, but it takes time to get over. So it's just gonna take time, hun. I promise. It's hard, but it'll get better. It always does. It has to. Hello! Hey, Trev. Hey, I'm so sorry about all this. It really sucks. Yeah, it really does. It's not gonna help anything, but I've done the first 6 pages of the I've done the first 6 pages of the comic. You can read it later if you want. Aw, so sweet. Really? I'd like that. Did you guys ever notice that everyone here all has the same eyes? Oh, so beautiful. Yeah, I'm actually really excited for you to see it once you're back at school or whatever. So am I. I know I'm probably not who you'd usually go to about stuff like this, but I'm around if you ever want to talk. Thanks, Trevor. You're not as bad as everyone says you are, honestly.
I guess I'd always been dismissive about Trevor, but he was the only one of my friends who seemed to understand what I was going through.
Thanks, Trevor. Well, this is such a happy, healthy-looking hospital. Okay, but they have one of those rotating doors. I'm in. Well, this is... okay. Can I help you? Yeah. I mean, I think so. My mother told me I had to come today. Oh, that's right, of course. Do you know my mother? Okay. Just straight through. She's in the private room at the back. How is she? Is your mom not coming with you? It might be best if we all discussed it together. No, she never tells me anything anyway. Well, I'm just not sure we should talk without your mother present. Hey, here's a hint. It's probably not good. I need to know. Alright, since your mother sent you here, I suppose I should tell you. So, how is she? Right now, she's the most critical patient in the hospital. What's wrong with her? She has a bad infection. Her lungs have been filling with fluid and she's having trouble breathing on her own. What are you doing to fix it? You are fixing it, right? We've got her on a respirator to take the pressure off her lungs for now, but we're still waiting on tests so that we know for sure what the infection is. She's on general antibiotics at the moment, but we won't know what course of drugs to give her until we get the results back. Always stay optimistic, kid. She's going to get better, though, isn't she? Well, it's not exactly what I meant. But I mean, I'll take a small sip of a drink, but it's not as bad as the big mess-ups. But you know what? There are flies in this drink. God damn it. I'm just gonna drink out of the bottle like a savage then. Fruit flies invading my wine. Sorry, now I'm trying to make sure that they somehow didn't get in the bottle. Okay. I really can't say one way or the other, but we're doing everything we can. You need to understand, even if she does recover, she's not going to be exactly like she was before. She will need a lot of help. I'd do anything to help her. Oh, I think it's my aunt if I remember correctly. I'm sure you would. I'm sorry I couldn't give you better news, but it's part of the job. I can only give you the facts, as much as I might like to dress them up. It's okay. I'm glad you were honest with me. Adults never are, not even with each other. Ooh. Ooh, okay. Doesn't feel like anyone ever tells the truth. Yeah, well, the truth can be tricky sometimes, but sometimes if it's with feelings, we don't even know what the truth is, like how we actually feel sometimes.
I wanted the nurse to tell me everything was going to be fine, but I appreciated her honesty. Everyone is always too worried about upsetting me to simply tell me the truth.
I'm just trying to be considerate, but I know how frustrating that is to just want straight facts. Okay, so we got the clown, we got a magician, and we got Beyonce. Beyonce, are you okay? Beyonce. Girl looking hot as ever, but I mean, I didn't mean that because it kind of also looks like you have a fever, but you are hot as fuck, so I'm just gonna keep walking. Oh no. Why are we outside? No, okay. Hello? Why is there one blue chair? Okay. Dad? Oh, maybe it's his girlfriend. I can't. I'm pretty sure it's our aunt, though. Are you okay? Does he look okay? But you know what? Okay, that's nice that you asked that. Now I need to stop being a dick, right? I wasn't there. I should have been there. Please, Dad, you're scaring me. I'm sorry for this, for everything. It's not your fault, Dad. Of course it is. She was our responsibility. We're to blame for this. Don't be like this. You know you couldn't have changed anything. If I'd been there, maybe it would have turned out differently. Could also be our other grandma. Snap out of this, Dad. I need you. I'm sorry I've not been there for you. For either of you. You've done your best. It wasn't enough. You should go in. You should see her.
I never thought I'd see my father like this. He'd always been so strong in spite of everything. To see him so broken was a shock.
I bet it was. It's never easy to see your parents break down. But okay. Here we go, I guess. Oh. Hello? Mom? Are you sure you two are okay? Yes. Nothing hit us. My God, what am I going to do? They're going to take good care of her. You could ride with them in the ambulance, but I'd recommend you take your other daughter home first. Other daughter? Am I the other daughter? Do I have a sister? What? I can't lose her. She means everything to me. I thought these things were supposed to be safe. Please, ma'am, just take your daughter home and then head to the hospital. They will do everything they can.
That day at the carnival was like a dream. It was all too much to process. I couldn't accept that any of it was really happening.
So we got in a car crash. It's not your fault, Mom.
The end of Grace.
I hope that's not a pun.
They called her Lady Grace, but in truth, she was the big boss. Nothing happened at the carnival without her approval. When she inherited the carnival from her father, it already had a grand reputation. Under her leadership, it would become so much more. She demanded that everyone who walked through the gates would find something that would amaze, excite, or delight them. There had been a few accidents, but nothing serious. She managed every aspect of maintenance carefully and fired anyone who didn't. She was always calm and decisive. No matter how bad things got, she always had a plan to fix whatever problems arose. Until the day the big wheel fell.
Oof.
Only one cart had come loose, and later she was told the damage was so subtle it would have been impossible to spot beforehand. However, that cart had been occupied. A young girl had ridden alone while her mother and sister waited at the bottom. To any other carnival, a single blameless death might not have been the end. However, their renown worked against them. Soon all their bookings were being cancelled, and it hit everyone hard, especially Lady Grace. She gathered everyone together for one final meal, to remember the good times, to celebrate what they had achieved, to say goodbye.
Oh no. Oh no. I'm on top of the paper? Whoa, there's a paper trail everywhere I go.
What's written on the pages of my journal is not a chronicle of my life. None of these moments really happened like this, but this is how I remember them now.
Oh no. What?
Looking back at my childhood, it's hard to understand why I said the things I did. I didn't understand how they would affect the people around me.
Oh, it's me and my friend. This is my room. Oh.
Every choice I remember opens a door to a different world. A dream of how things might have been if I'd made better choices. Been a better person. When I tore out those pages, I thought I could write a new story. A second chance when I'd lost all hope. A better history than the one that actually happened. In this new reality, we'd still be together. We'd be happy. But eventually, I had to wake up. This is the day my sister died.
Oh. Oh. Oh no. I'm sorry I haven't been to visit in a while. I wanted to be strong like you. I wanted to sit by your bed until you were better. I'm not strong though. Seeing you like this, it's too much for me. When it happened, it was like the whole thing was just a dream. I didn't know what to think. I couldn't believe it was real. Mom didn't want to let me see you at first. I was so scared. Nobody would tell me what was happening. But when I first saw you lying here, I thought everything would be fine. You looked fine. I just tried to convince myself that you were going to get better. That's what people do in hospitals, right? One day they'd tell me you would improve, but the next day they say you were worse again. Eventually I asked Mom to stop telling me how you were. I stopped coming to see you. I'm sorry. It was selfish, and I don't like how it made me feel. But now, they don't want to say it, but they're losing you. You're going to be gone soon. It feels like you've already been gone for a while. Like my sister died at the carnival, and this is just a body that's been hanging around ever since. I've been lying to myself every day, tricking myself into thinking my life could just go on as if nothing was happening. It's easy. Nobody else wants to talk about you either. If I mention you, they barely respond, or just change the subject. They're all carrying on like normal, but I'm falling apart. They say they're there for me, but they don't mean it. I feel so alone in all this. You were the only person I could ever talk to about stuff like this, and now you're... Mom sent me here so I could say goodbye, but I can't do it.
See you around, sis.
That's everything that happened today. This is the day my sister died. I'll see you around, sis.
I'm sorry I lied to you. I didn't tell you about her. About how amazing she was. I should have used our time together to explain to you just how caring and generous she was. I'm not saying she was perfect, but she was a better person than I could ever be. She made me who I am, and by pretending she didn't exist, I've betrayed her. I'm still selfish. I built a dream world for myself, a place where I only had to worry about my own problems and forgot about everyone else's. Maybe I've not changed that much since I was a kid. I could have said thousands of words about her, and you'd still not know her like I did. You'd never understand what she meant to me, or why.
Of course, she was your sister.
I want to tell you that I think about her every day, but that wouldn't be true either. Some days it's easier to just focus on what's in front of me than remember the sadness eating away at me. I want to tell you that the memories I have of her are of the good times we shared, but remembering her face brings me pain. It reminds me how empty, how alone I feel without her. I want to tell you that it's become easier over time. Maybe it has, but every time I wake up from dreams about her, it's like losing her all over again. She would be so proud to see how far I've come. I couldn't have done it without her. I hate that she couldn't see what she gave me. I know I'm not special. We all lose people, and although I'd lost people before, losing her hurt me in a way I can't put into words. Many of our struggles in life make us stronger, but this broke me down. It gave me wounds that might never heal, scars that might never fade. I'm a weaker person now. Maybe that's how it should be. I wish I had some final, clever thought to end with. One that might make you understand what all this was about. But all I have is me. A broken, messed up person, trying to struggle through a life that doesn't make sense. That's just who I am.
Oh, and there's videos. Journal. A game by Locked Door Puzzle. Sorry, I'm just watching the video. Thank you for believing in this project. And that was Journal. Oh. Honestly, still trying to gather my thoughts and emotions and everything. Not gonna lie, that I can't say that fully hit home, but in a way it did. Just this past year and a half actually, there's been a lot of death in my family, extended family. Some to come, and just so many people and friends I know who have lost daughters, brothers, sisters, and cousins. And it's hard. Words probably can't truly express how hard losing a sibling is, or just even someone in your family, but in this case, a sibling. No pain, nothing can ever prepare you for that, I think. And even though a lot of things do get better with time, losing someone, I'm not saying I don't want to say it's different, but in a small way it is. It's not like, oh, this person broke up with me, it's gonna take about a year to recover. It's someone who meant a lot to you. Family? Exactly. So it gets easier in the sense that you learn to accept that it happened. That yes, this is a fact that they're gone now. But it doesn't make other aspects easier, such as guilt. Like, oh, should have talked to them more. Or last talk was maybe a fight. I don't know. Just all those empty, unsaid words which you hear thousands of times in like movies and songs about like the words I've never said, but it's true. There's not much you can do because it is out of your control, and that's the thing with death. But I feel like an asshole now because, oh my god, this character was, you guys know, was so frustrating because I had like choose an option and then she'd just say something totally opposite of what I was thinking, but you know, it's understandable, especially when you're, because like, look, she's a kid, she's young. I mean, even when you're adults, it's not easy to lose daughter, sister, brother, mom, dad, but as a kid especially, and your sibling. Because essentially, in a way, as long as you have a good relationship, of course, your sibling's kind of like your first friend. Like, best friend. So it's hard. It's hard. But well, yeah, so that was Journal. I think the illustrations were beautiful. And I like how I thought it was well written, well done, how everything was built up in the end. So I know it's taken me probably a month or year to get through this game, and it's due to many reasons, just busy life, mental health, things like that. But you know what? I'm glad I finally sat down and was able to finish it, and I'm glad I did, and I hope you guys enjoyed. So thanks for watching. Maybe tell somebody today you love them. I know that's something I could do more. I'm not a super emotional person, so I don't know. Well, take care, guys. Hope you enjoyed. I'll see you in a different game. Bye-bye.